Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for yet another episode of this Pentagon challenge. This is our second episode as manager of Santos and things have been going absolutely superbly off of camera, so it's only right that I bring you today's game against Corinthians. But before we do that, let's jump into it and I'll catch you up on what you've missed. So guys, you were last with me for my first game in charge of Santos against Botafogo. We won that game 4-2. We did look pretty good going forward, but still a little bit ropey at the back. Since then, we've been on nothing short of an exceptional run that we've absolutely annihilated a lot of people. To be perfectly honest, the next game we play Palmeiras, that's a very big game for us. We managed to absolutely steamroll them 5-0. We continued win against Ponte Preta, Mirasol. We beat Sao Paulo as well. Kyo Santos getting in on the scoring act there. Then I started actually just instant resulting some of these. The cup game, we won 3-1 away from home. Solid, comfortable. Portuguesa beat them 14-0. That's a tough one for them. Sao Bento 5-0 for Oliveira. 1-0. CSA 2-0. We've been on a very, very good run. We only conceded 1 goal in February and we scored an absolute hatful. So things are going pretty well. This is the state of things so far. We have the Sao Paulo State Championship. I believe we are top of the table. I will take a look at that in a second. We are top of the table. And we've got the third round cup ties coming in as well. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys that. I don't think that's very important. What I'm going to do, guys, is basically I'm going to play this game against Corinthians in the Sao Paulo State Championship to sort of catch you up. Because it's been a lot of games since you've seen me in action, and only will be the second time that you've seen me in action with this Santos team. And then we'll move forward, and I'll bring you back for probably the game against Flamengo, the current champions of Brazil. Before we move forward, there is some transfer business to update you on. So we've shifted a couple of players out, unfortunately. The main ones being Kike, this centre-back here. He has gone to Club Brugge. He really wanted to leave. So disappointingly, we had to let him go. 8.25 million that could rise to 11 million is not too shabby at all. And then Igor, the left-back, has gone for 13.5 million that could rise to 15.5 million. He has gone over to Brighton. Now, I was kind of happy about this. Well, not happy, but I felt like my other left back was, here he is, Jonathan, isn't as good in terms of current ability, but he didn't have this, which is doesn't enjoy big matches. He actually has, he is consistent and he enjoys big matches, which is great. So he will be playing as our left back. In terms of bringing people in though, guys, we brought in a new striker. I mentioned it last time out that we were looking for a new striker, someone who is slightly better at putting the ball in the net and also doesn't fall apart in big games and has that little bit more of a consistent vibe about him. We brought in this guy, Gomez, from Porto. He is coming in on loan, valued at 17.25 million. Obviously, he is Brazilian. What club has he come through? Malmo. Okay. Via Gremio, but he also now finds his way at Porto. He looks like a good striker, very strong left foot, plays the advance forward like we need him to, 3.5 star. He's not really got a real run of games in the side at the moment, but I'm sure he will. He's been a good addition. We then purchased Diego Blanco from Monterrey down in Mexico, 19-year-old Uruguayan wonder kid. He's great. Nothing short. He's got a little bit, he's got the mercenary personality, but all in all, I think he's very good. In his games that he's played so far, he's had 3 appearances for us, 2 goals, 2 assists. We are playing very well, but he is an exceptional purchase, and we picked him up for what I'm going to call a snip of £7 million. And then finally, the last one. This is a player who we were trying to buy, but unfortunately, he went to Inter Milan. However, I had the sort of history of this. With players going to a club in Europe. When I lost Kawa over to Arsenal, he was open to coming back to Brazil immediately on loan. So that's what I did with Evandro. And as you can see, guys, he as a ball-playing defender is nothing short of sensational for 19 years of age. Valued at 8.5 million. Obviously, he's on loan from Inter Milan. He will be here for the entirety of the season. However, nice tash on the boy as well. I think he looks exceptional. I genuinely do think we've upgraded at that position since he's been in the club. From centre-back, he's played 4, scored 4. So, centre-back who scores goals. What more can you say? His wage demands are pretty high, but Inter are playing a decent amount of it. And that's kind of it in terms of transfer business, though, guys. If we go over to the competitions, let's go into the Sao Paulo State Championship. We are now top. However, we have played 2 more games than Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo are 4 points behind us, but with 2 games in hand, we are doing pretty well. If we go into our stages and go into all groups, we are in the same group as Guarani. So unfortunately, we could well play them in the knockout stages of the Sao Paulo State Championship. It'll either be ourselves or one of these two in Guarani or in Nato going through. They are on 17 and 16 points respectively, so it'd be interesting to see which one we actually come up against. It looks like we are going through, having won all 8 of our games since we've been in charge. The draw and the loss were games before we took over. So we have this game against Corinthians in the Sao Paulo State Championship in just 14 in-game days. I'll be back for that in just a few seconds, guys, and I'll run you through the starting 11. Okay then, guys, we are back ready to take on Corinthians. It is supposedly a sell-out crowd for this game against fierce rivals Corinthians. This is the starting 11 as things stand. Ivan in goal. Cadu, Ivandro, alongside Lucas Verimoso. Jonathan, the left back that I mentioned, occupies that left wing back spot. Calvin Malthius is there alongside Guzman as the central midfield pairing. Obviously, now we've brought Blanco in to play on the right inside forward. That frees up Guzman to play as the Mazzala. Sydney is the advanced playmaker. Nico Lopez on the left. And Coe Santos up top for now. Obviously, we do have the option of changing that around, but Lucas Gomez is currently unregistered for this competition, so we will submit the team. We will get into things, and fingers crossed we can keep this amazing run going. We've been on an absolute tear. We've not dropped any points or any consolations or anything like that in any of the fixtures that we've had so far. And I really, really want that to keep on going. I'm going to say to the boys, I expect them to keep this run going. We are in the green with the white shorts, and Corinthians are in the red. So we start off things with a throw in then, and their goalkeeper Clayton, is that how you say that, comes out and claims that very nicely. And then long ball into Felipe Augusto, taking it nicely. Defender's been outfoxed here. I think that was Ivandro. Velimuso doesn't make the challenge. The Rabona cross comes in. Jesus, you can tell we're playing in the top flight of Brazil, can't you? The Rabona crosses and stuff like that. But luckily, the man up front for Corinthians heads that one over the crossbar. Corner for us then. Nico Lopez to swing this one in. He does. Velimoso gets beaten in the air. Corinthians are going to be able to clear this one through Mendes, who's running down their left-hand side. Hits the ball long. It's a bit aimless. Cadu picks it up. Then our right back on this right-hand side. Nice ball into the penalty area. Coe Santos is on it. He's forced wide, though. He's got the right back for cover. Edge of the area. Guzman's there. Second time, third time. Still going. Santos, Blanco. How's that not gone in, boys? Jonathan with the throw. We're putting the pressure on for sure. If Andro's there, the centre-back brings it down. Something nice. Something absolutely spectacular for a young centre-back to do. Back to Guzman on the edge of the area. Whippers all the way across to Blanco. Back to Kevin Malthius. Blanco. Guzman, one of you hit it. Finally. Victor Guzman puts the ball in the back of the net. Blanco with a very nice assist there. We are knocking it around very, very nicely, but sometimes I just wish that some of the boys had just put their foot through it. Nice cutback from Blanco here, all the way across the penalty area, and Guzman's completely unmarked. Hits it on his right, past the goalkeeper at the near post, and we go 1-0 up against Corinthians at home in the Sao Paulo State Championship. Highlight potentially just before half-time. Cadu with the throw. Velimoso's there, trying to challenge that goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper gets his hands on it. We're trying to stop this fast distribution here, and we're forcing the throw to one of the centre-backs. Mendes hits it. It's not very good. Blanco into Sydney then. Turns his man. He's got Blanco in front of him. Blanco gets there. Cannons it off the post. I can't even believe he's hit the target from there, let alone smashing it against the post. We have definitely been the better side in this first half. As you can see, 3 shots and 1 on target for Corinthians. We are the better team. Victor Guzman's goal is the difference maker at the moment. I'm going to say guard against complacency now. Everyone seems to have liked that. They've made a change as well. David Barbona's come on. Interesting. XG 1.78, 11 shots, but only 2 on target so far. We are still winning 1-0. In a minute, we may look at making that change out left back. That is cleared. If Andro picks it up, the centre back to Kev. Our Kev. Sydney with a run into Santos. Surely, Dewey Santos set up by Sydney. The goalkeeper comes out and probably shouldn't have done. Goes round him very, very nicely and slots on his weaker foot from a tight angle. Verimoso into Sydney. Dewey Santos gets away. Easy finish in the end for him. Goalkeeper definitely shouldn't have come and tried to grab that one. That's for sure. Well, we go 2 goals to the good anyway. Absolutely flying. Nico Lopez with the corner. Headed. Gets cleared. I'm going to ignore that. I don't want to make the change just because he's on a booking. Guzman! Victor Guzman with the Swaztekers there. Putting it past the goalkeeper. I'm going to let the replay play out because that is a hell of a strike as I was looking at maybe making a substitution. Ball then falls to Guzman on the edge of the penalty area. Lopez picks him out nicely. He's in so much space here. And look at the swaz on that to go past the goalkeeper. Absolutely unbelievable strike. We go 3 goals to the good. As Walterson's just scored for Guarani against Sao Paulo as well. Proving that we built a very good side at Guarani FC. Cross comes over. Ivan claims easy. No problems at all. I've just noticed Sydney has a slight knock. So we will look at making a change there. Everyone else seems to be playing pretty well. Blanco's on a booking and is slowly getting less and less fit. But we're going to keep an eye on that one. With just 20 minutes of this game to go. Hopefully we can see this one out. A clean sheet would be massive. Lopez with the ball then. Sprays out to the right-hand side. Goes back into the middle. Guarani 2 now. And Ivan with a very good save to deny Corinthians their best... What I will say is their best opportunity of the game so far. That kind of one-on-one sort of situation. We make the save though. 3-0 up with 15 minutes to go. Jonathan with this throw then. In it comes. In towards that penalty spot. Blanco surely has to. Oh, how has he not put that in the goal? Absolute sitter, and he just dribbles it at the goalkeeper. Disappointing. Cadu. Cross comes over. Santos spills. Blanco this time. Diego Blanco manages to tap that one in. He needed the goalkeeper on the ground, evidently. That was the big determining factor. He needed the goalkeeper on the ground to finally be able to tap in his first goal of the game. Cross comes in eventually. Dewey Santos goes up with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper miles out of position and Blanco just taps that one in. 4-0 to the boys in green and white. Absolutely fantastic game. And it looks like we're not done yet. Jonathan with the throw. Goalkeeper spills it. Oh no. Ivoni assisted by Jonathan. The substitute has come on. He scored from central attacking midfield to make it 5. We've scored all different types of goals here. And we are absolutely battering Corinthians. And I wouldn't be surprised if their manager gets a very stern talking to after that game. Absolutely sensational performance from everybody on the pitch. Everybody getting over a 7. Nico Lopez with the 7 and Evandro with the 7s are the lowest in our team. Absolutely sensational stuff. So we go into the dressing room. Very pleased with your result and the performance. Sensational. 5-0 against Corinthians, the team that were in third. Now we're all level on games played. We are 3 points clear of Sao Paulo, who we have already beaten in this competition. Wow. Okay, so we qualify for the quarterfinal out of Group D. And it looks like Guarani, with their victory against Sao Paulo, have secured their qualification as well. Sydney's got a slight knock, only 1 to 3 days. Yeah, Ramon Diaz disappointed at humbling defeat. We continue very, very nicely. Guzman with those 2 very nice goals. Victor Guzman, a very, very solid but not spectacular player. The fact that he is supremely consistent and does enjoy big matches is why he is going to be an absolute rock for us in the midfield in that Mazzala role. So we go into the schedule then, guys. As I said, since we've been in charge, we've only won. What I'm going to do is we're going to carry on playing the Sao Paulo State Championship, and this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm not going to bring you the cup games. If we somehow get to the Sao Paulo State Championship final, that is what I will show you in Friday's episode. However, if we don't, I'll just continue to play, and the next game you will see is the game against Flamengo in the league to kick off the campaign against last season's champions. That is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video and you are enjoying this, now we've freshened it up and we are back, or we are with a massive, massive club in Santos. Don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to my channel so you're told every time that I upload a new video in this Pentagon series. But until next time, guys, take care and I'll see you soon.